That's all I can do. I'll be honest with you. Heading into this game, it had disaster written all over it. First off, we had Velasquez going on the bump, so from there, that was a tough start. You have the Cardinals coming off of being swept by a division rival with the Cubs and on a 4-game losing skid as they lost the game before that series even started. This offense is either hot or it's not. And that was on full display again tonight. A shutout loss. But it all starts with Velasquez, and he was horrendous. 98 pitches through 4. The experiment is over. If we're going to have a quick trigger, a really quick trigger on Nick Pivetta, then do the same damn thing with Velasquez. I wanted it. I wanted him to do well. He showed us a little bit for a couple starts there, and here we go. We are facing reality as this is the real Velasquez. 4 innings, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 walks. The inability to not punch out guys when he's ahead in the count is the problem. He fools around. He tries to throw these pitches. You need to just get him out. You need to just get him. Go get him. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't just attack the hitter. And that allows his pitch count to rise. And as I'm watching the game, 20-plus pitches in the first inning. They were playing with like 18, 19, 20. He had one quick inning in there. A recipe for disaster when you're throwing that many pitches. This is Velasquez. Now, the counter argument is, Broach, what do? I heard some people say, maybe we bring Nick Pivetta back up. Oh, no, I don't even know which one's worse, to be honest with you. I don't really even know. There really is no good option for that 5th starter. There really isn't. And that's a problem. And that's where the GM and the ownership have to come in and say, okay, what are we going to do right now? What are we going to do? Are we going to look at Dallas Keuchel? That name's still floating around. Are we going to go out and grab someone like him? Are we going to bring up some AAA guys to give him a nod, a little stint here as the 5th starter? Because if your mentality is, as ownership, it's must win. It's must win. We're ready to go now. If that's your mentality with guys like Nick Pivetta, keep that same energy. It's time for Velasquez to go then. That's just reality. I'm sorry. Either that or put him in the bullpen. I don't know what to tell you. But figure it out because we can't keep doing this. We cannot keep doing this. Someone has to step the hell up. Whether it's a pitcher in the system, whether it's Nick Pivetta, whether it's the management by going out and getting somebody. We need to figure it out. Molina crushes a home run, crushes one. Carpenter crushes one. DeYoung crushes one. They also got a sac fly thrown in there too. Nice. Sac flies count. They count. That's runs. Same thing. On the other side though, on the other bump, Mikolas had a great game. 7 innings, 98 pitches. That's right, 3 more innings than Velasquez. Struck out 5. 0 walks, 0 earned runs. Here's the problem with this offense, though. Middle of the lineup, quiet as hell. Harper, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, now batting .226 on the season. Hoskins, 0 for 4. Real Muto, 0 for 3. Odubel Herrera, 0 for 2. Now, McCutchen went 1 for 4, but he had a useless hit in the 9th inning that really meant nothing. So even our leadoff guy not producing for us throughout this ballgame. Do we have a runner past second base? Like I said, this game had recipe for disaster written all over it right from the jump. It does bother me how bad we are on the road, though. Good teams win on the road. And I know we play the Cardinals, then we have Kansas City. But coming up after those series away, it really gets super tough. Super tough. And somewhat kind of starts now. I mean, the Cardinals are no joke, and that's why coming into this series, I wanted to see what type of team we are. The Cardinals, 20-win team coming into this game. We're on the road. It's a test. It's a test. It's an early test. It's a May test. It's the first week in May kind of test. But still, if we want to be something good in this league, well, let's see how we match up. And we didn't do very well in Game 1. And we're just going to have to bounce back and see what it is like tomorrow. And Aaron Nola's on the mound tomorrow. Now, normally that would get me fired up, ready to go, and I'm all hype about it. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I don't know what we have. And going back to Bryce Harper going 0 for 4, on that last one, Hicks comes in. They brought Hicks in because he didn't get much time in that Cubs series. But they knew what they were doing. They brought Hicks in, and I think they just wanted to mess with Bryce Harper mentally a little bit more. Throwing 100. Oh, here's a slider, here's 100, here's a slider. They wanted to keep messing with him mentally to make sure he doesn't get going. His first 2 at-bats, he hit the ball. He at least made contact with the ball. I'll give him credit for that. Now, listen, I'm not going to sit here and bash Bryce Harper. I make that contract signing happen every single day of the week, if you ask me about it. He's just going through one of the toughest stretches in his career, but I don't think a 1 month of baseball defines a 13-year contract. All right? He's going through tough times. He is striking out a lot. He is missing fastballs, which is not something he normally has done in his career. Still not giving up on Bryce Harper for 1 month of baseball. You'll see. He'll turn it around. He's a veteran. He's a ball player. He's a ball player. You get out of slumps. It's a good mental toughness check for him, and we'll see how it goes. Molina had 3 hits tonight, by the way. He's something special. You know, he's just one of those guys that as a baseball fan, he comes up to the plate and you just admire his career and what he has done so far throughout his career. I want to throw this in here, by the way. I know yesterday I didn't put up a Phillies versus Nats video when they won big time, won the series. Zach Eflin had a good day. I was so emotionally crushed from the Sixers losing, and I had all my notes and everything planned. I had no emotion towards it because I was so disappointed in the Sixers and how they didn't take a 3-1 series lead. I just didn't do it, and I put up a post on the community tab saying it. But I had a bunch of DMs. I had a couple emails actually asking about the video, and that actually makes me feel good. I'll be honest with you, because people care. People care. People want to hear my content, and that's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that I have people reaching out because I didn't put up one baseball video, and you know, some people might find that annoying, like, wow, people are reaching out to you like that because of one video. I see it the other way. I'm stunned that there are people that care that much about my opinion on a Phillies game that they want it. They want it that bad. So this is just me saying kind of thank you, really. Thank you for showing how much you guys really do care about my input on the Phillies and Philadelphia sports. That really does mean the world to me. It really does. It's truly special. The kind of feedback and the kind of love and the kind of respect that I get for making content. So I appreciate that. But anyway, back to this game. We have a chance tomorrow to respond. At this point, we were 19-15 on the season. We do have division play going on right now, but they play out on the West Coast. So right now, as I discussed this, the Nationals and the Brewers, that game's final. The Brewers ended up beating the Nats 5-3. The Padres are up on the Mets in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Dodgers are up on the Braves 4-0 in the top of the 5th. So obviously that can change by the time this video is over. But I want to see how this team responds. I'm not crying that we lost this game. I just know that the Cardinals were going to come out firing on all cylinders. They were going to be passionate about this game. They're coming home. A lot of people in the building. Not really a building, in the stadium. It was kind of quiet for how many people were there. A lot of little chatter going like a typical baseball game. It was completely packed, but it was kind of quiet, which is crazy. But I love seeing the venue of St. Louis. There's nothing cool to me like cities that care about baseball to the level like St. Louis does. So I love watching my team play in stadiums like that. And I knew that the Cardinals were going to go back home and have some sort of fire going, some sort of fight going, because they were very unhappy. Of course, they never want to get swept by the Cubs. That's like, imagine the Phillies getting swept by the Mets away and then coming home for a series. They're going to come up with a lot of fight and a lot of sense of urgency to go out there and win. And that's what the Cardinals did. And on top of that, we had a number 5 pitcher out there who doesn't know how to go deep in ball games whatsoever and throws a high pitch count. It's the same damn thing every single time Vince Velasquez is on the mound. So I want to know in the comments section, 1, is it time to give up on Vince Velasquez? Is it time to cut ties? Whatever you want to do. Just not make him the 5th day starter anymore. If you're going to do that with Nick Pivetta and be upset with what Nick Pivetta did, then you have to realize that Vince Velasquez is giving you the same sort of effort and same sort of results as Nick Pivetta. So it's time to move on if we are going to live by what upper management said, which is it's time to win now. But I'm not going to cry about this loss. I want to see this team bounce back tomorrow, though. I need to see this offense get going. We saw the offense get going a little bit during that National Series. We were putting up runs. We were hitting the ball. It's either the team is hot or it is really, 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 really cold, and it's frustrating. I want to hear your thoughts on Bryce Harper, this lineup not hitting, whatever you choose. But I want to hear your thoughts on that down below. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.